The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans who are prepared to fight on once again today. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will put total weather to crank us up. He'll call for the fair catch here. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're getting this guy lathered up. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup on this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and the Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. And you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much. A little bit too eager here in the opening drive. Taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have. The defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Fast motion from the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. They intercept it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much
decision.
And guys, USC has the ball back in, sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give us some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. USA 7, West Virginia 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The Trojans are on the move.
42 Slider.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC. Ready to try the point out. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness. They're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll keep it on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances. And you tell your team about it all week. And you come out and get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this game.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. right down the middle. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position. But also, how about getting your head around, locating the ball in the air so that you can go up, pick it off.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense is really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Wide out in motion. From the red zone, it's low. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down?
Pound 55 weak.
Now the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're working that left side.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
A nice job by this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing through.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up. Right back to the well. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on its way. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns in 21. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep headed to the edge. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
West Virginia offense will take over 1st and
10. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him at 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. The give to the tailback. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 13 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Murphy. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. And he muffs it. It's loose. Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Gets it out quickly. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
defender. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, two offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Hand off from the gun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly.
Running to the left. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown USC. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, well, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They want that clock to run. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14.
Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Okay, ready?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Here we go.
Balls and fired complete. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be dragged down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got to lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
3:25.
He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there.